What does it mean to humbly ask God to remove my shortcomings? We read that step today. And I'm glad I read it. I've read it before, I've worked it. But I still never really understood the concept of it. And I think reading it again this time helped with the word humble. And I think, like, I heard a sermon a couple weeks ago, maybe last week, that gave me a better understanding of it too. And I think, like, this journey is giving me an understanding of it. To, like, give God my highs and my lows. My shortcomings are where I fell short, or I felt like life fell short for me. And that struggle happens, regular, not regularly, but it happens, especially when it's something that I want, It said in today's Just for Today, if you want to make God laugh, make plans. Because if I really think about it, like if I really truly believe that everything happens exactly the way God intended it to, right? And that means, like, the shortcomings too. To give God, like, my successes, if I do something badass, like at work or something like that, yeah, I accomplished that. But if I can give it to God and thank God for it happening, there's some humbleness in that. But also when things don't go the way I want them to go, relationships or, finances or any of that stuff, if I just give that to God, it takes a little pressure away. It helps a little better. And having an understanding that, like, the only time I feel uncomfortable, which I feel, but the only time I feel uncomfortable is when tripping. And the only reason I'm tripping is because I'm not trusting. Because if I'm trusting, then, everything is whatever. Well, it's not whatever, but everything just happens accordingly. Wanting something, as bad as I do, and understanding that not everything's in God's, like, if it's God's plan, then it will be. And I have this challenge with, like, the way text responses come in, and it's, not just one person, it's in general. Maybe they don't like me, or maybe, all of these things that pop into my head. And, like, the reality of it is, like, do I like me? And I do like me. And then I go into a meeting and I hear some devastating shit, not to, like, share the inventory. And it gives me perspective over, like, what's important, like, what I still have. Today didn't work out too great for me, to be honest. I had a series of bad news, one after the next. And the only thing I really wanted was but that's not how it always works, man. And everything's okay. I was able to reschedule an appointment for my daughter. I was able to talk to somebody off of a cliff. And then I watched somebody pick up, a white key tag. And I'm able to be there for people. Somebody got 2 years. and be present, you know? Like all day I've been thinking of just like one person, and um and I started thinking about like conversations in the past. Well, you know, from the last couple, like just conversations, and really everything's happening exactly the way it's supposed to be happening. That's it. I can try as hard as I can to like try to rectify some stuff, and I can try as hard as I can to change and be better, and all of that, but what I can't do is control other people, places, or things, and just try my best to be grateful for where I'm at, be grateful for the things I have accomplished. You know, I was able to pay my rent today. The water's not shut off. I'll be able to pay my car tomorrow. I might be broke after that, but, well, somewhat broke. My broke is different than what it used to be. Broke enough. And, like, I'm not going to go out and eat steak dinners every night. But, yeah, I have everything I need. I have everything I need. I have to remind myself that the things that I really, really, really want, that might not be on my cards, you know, and that's okay. I have to be okay with that. And quit punishing myself for like mistakes and stuff. Telling myself, man, if I should have just been like this, or I should have done that, or, you know, nothing I can do about what I should have done. And who's to say the outcome would have been any different anyways, you know? Everything plays its course the way it's going to play its course. And trying to go back and, like, I did that for so many years, you know, like, try to fight my past, if it was past from like a long time ago, or if it was past, recent past, you know. I get so afraid to get hurt that I put up walls, and then those walls hurt me and other people. And so I let the walls down, and I just keep thinking it's too late. Maybe they are. But I got some cake for the kids and money for food now. And, you know, it's sad, but that's okay, really. I'm only sad because, I don't know, I like reassurance and things that I'm not supposed to get, you know. I'm just learning. It sucks to have to learn at my age. Like, I do feel like I should already have it, or I should already be in a certain place. And I know reading the Just for Today and reading the Shortcomings thing, it was super important. I'm glad I read it. And it just reminds me that, like, even though I feel like I have this conscious contact and this good connection with God, that it can always be better. It can always be stronger. You know, my tire's fixed. My tire went flat, you know, like, and I just fucking If you go back not too far, you see me stressing over my tire like less than a year ago. All of them, all 4 of them. You know, I had to get a tire. I couldn't afford it, but it'll work out. And you know, I got a new tire, so I don't have to stress over that. I don't have to stress about my rent right now. I don't have to stress about food right now. The one thing I'm stressing on the most is probably the thing I need to stress on the least about, really. That's all. I mean, shit. I've been here so many times in this place. And it's kind of exhausting. What's the saying? Let go and let God. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I'm just going through like a phase right now. I had a friend of mine, his mom told me that when you say something, God speaks to you a certain way. What he does is he'll make a horn go off, or you'll hear like a door slam, or in this case, the car turn back on. And that's God telling you, hey man, what you said is right, and it's gonna be okay. And it is. I mean, it is. It's not as bad as I think it is, and it's not as good as I think it is either. I read that too today. Like I'm in love with somebody that I don't know if I should be. And I don't ever share like this on here. I remember a conversation we had. They said they just wanted somebody to love them like I feel like I love them right now. And I think I'm just trying too hard. I don't know what to do here. I don't want to let go, but maybe I need to. I don't know. I know the answer is in just the patience and the sitting on your hands and not, you know, I heard the most wonderful share today. It reminded me of some of the shit I did about like being patient and not sending the fucking stupid text. Here I thought I was setting boundaries, and I was like just acting out on character defects, you know, hurting that person. And you know, I did it enough times to where they pulled back. And then you know, they don't think I would change, and I feel like I'm changing, but you know, sometimes it's not. I mean, sometimes it is too late. You know, as much as I don't want it to be too late, that doesn't mean that it isn't too late. You know, and yeah, I guess I'm just gonna get like I'm getting real honest on here, like real honest, because I don't like saying that. I don't think I've said that in this whole series of saying how I'm feeling. Um, Yeah. I don't know. I do know this. I'm clean today, and I'm coming up on the halfway point to a year and a half. The halfway point to a year and a half. I'll have a year and 3 months here soon, which is huge. That's a big deal. And the birthdays will be handled. Got 3 birthdays this month, on top of all the other shit. So I got to figure out how to make that happen. And yeah. And like the only thing I can think about is this person. Not like to where like I'm not able to function. I can function. I can make dinner and I can do all the things I need to do and be a parent and make the meetings and all that stuff. But that person definitely is lingering in the back of my mind. Yeah, maybe I don't know. I shouldn't let that be the case. I just got it bad, I guess. Anyways, that's it. That's all I got. I'm out. I can't believe I'm sharing this. Bye.